Hey boys and girls, welcome back to another Gemini Scale Model Works video. This is going to be part 2 of the under 1000 group build. In this video I intend to get the engine together, and then after the engine is together we are going to mosey on over to the chassis and wheels, because I want this car standing up on all fours by the end of this video. So, with that being said, as you can see, I have everything marked off. It's all been pulled and ready to go. So, that being said, give me a minute and I will straighten everything out and we'll get going on this. Be right back. Okay, boys and girls, I forgot to explain one thing. Over here, you see it says no on the factory distributor, and that is because I will have my own distributor to put in there, already wired up and ready to go. And then where you see the question mark here is because I have some aftermarket carburetors, but they are like twice the size as the ones that come in this kit. So I need to see which ones are going to fit and work. Anyhow, with all of that being said, let's move these guys out of the way, and let me just dump a whole bunch of parts there. And as you can see, I already started working on the engine and transmission. Anything that you see shiny unless otherwise noted, this color is this Rust-Oleum metallic finish. It's almost a real shiny chrome, but not quite as toy-like. So it's a nice, very nice color. Anyhow, I'm not going to touch any of the chrome parts in here. They're all going to stay chrome. Here's my valve covers. Here's my hoses. I need to paint those. I painted the belt and pulley assembly with rubber black Tamiya TS82. I will touch up the pulleys on that. Here's part of the intake manifold. Cylinder heads, again, I painted with that metallic, Rust-Oleum metallic stuff. I think it's a really nice color. Fits the bill really nice. And the oil pan, the same thing. And here's the rest of the manifold. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and unveil the motor here, because I tried this color. I really don't like it, but for now it'll work. I didn't do the natural Chevrolet orange for the engine. If I can figure out where the tape is. Yeah, here you go. Here's more. There you go. There you go. A little more. Color I used on this is a tester's color, and they're calling it orange, but to me it's more brown than orange. And this is the color, and this is the color what it came out of. I don't think it's a very good match. Anyhow, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm just going to go ahead and put the heads on. After the heads are on, oil pans on. After the engine's together, basically, I'm going to start drilling out all the holes I need to drill out for spark plugs and heater hoses and all of that stuff. So stay tuned, and we will be back in a few minutes. Okay, boys and girls, we're back at the bench, and as you can see, I got this motor pretty well put together right now. I don't have the valve covers on yet. I got to start drilling some holes right now. I don't think you're going to see where I marked them off, but maybe you can see them. That's according to a picture I found on the internet. Now, there's one thing to take note. If you plan on doing the spark plug wires like I am going to be doing, the headers have to be modified. What do I mean by modified? If you look at the header, it's got this total flange pieces on here, right? So if you put that on the engine, there's no way that you're going to see the spark plug holes. So what I did was I cut the flange away in between each tube. So now the spark plug wires will be accessible through each opening in the exhaust system. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drill these holes, and then we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, what you are looking at right now is a pretty much completed big block Chevrolet engine. Let me go over what I got going on here. The green line you see in there is all coolant. So these two back here go to the heater core inside, go through the firewall. And I also got a little bypass hose in there. You guys are probably not going to see that. Maybe you can. Right there, the little bypass hose. And then this black right here, that's the vacuum supply for the power brakes. And then on the starter, I have the red and black wire. Now the red wire actually drilled into the solenoid. I put the red wire in there, and then the black wire I drilled into the body of the starter for the negative. Then this is my ignition system right here. It's ready to get hooked up, but I think I want to get the headers in place before I can do that. Anyhow, as far as the engine is concerned, I am going to put this on the back burner for right now. I think I'm far enough along that I can actually install this in the car if I wanted to. I just got to put the fan blade on and we'll be good to go. So with all that being said, we'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, we are back at the bench, and let me show you what I've completed on the engine so far. Remember, it was just a bunch of wires hanging out all over the place. Well, now, check this out. All in their holes, very neatly done. And the best part about it is, I take my header and put my headers where they belong. Look at that. Exactly where they belong. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm very happy the way this engine is coming out. So there's not really much more I can do. I did use the aftermarket Holley carburetors. I just got to figure out why nobody is making the double inlet tubes for these Holley carburetors. If I had a 3D machine, I'd do it. Anyhow, I'll put this guy on the side for now. And we're going to start working on this. Now, the black is semi-gloss black Tamiya, and then I masked everything off and did the rails in Tamiya gunmetal, light gunmetal. So now, we need to start putting this guy together. So, I have all my pieces and parts all painted up. Got the blue springs, and we got natural steel for the steering components. Let me take them off of here for now. We don't need to have those. And here's my spindle. Yeah, the spindle. Another lower A-arm. Upper A-arm. Another upper A-arm. And finally, steering link, drag link. Alright, so here's my other spring, all painted up. I'm going to sand them down and repaint them. And here's my differential. And I guess we have enough parts to get going here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together, and I'll bring it back when it's all done. Be back in a few minutes. Okay, boys and girls, when I started this project, especially this video, I decided that I wanted to complete two things. I wanted to get the engine complete, and I wanted to get the chassis standing on all fours. And as you can see, right now, this chassis has got all four of its rubber on there. And I really like the way it looks. Got those big fat meats in the back. Got the wheelie bars that I kind of painted up a little bit on the springs and the wheels on there. And if you guys stick around, I'm going to reveal the color I used on this car. So, let's stick the engine in there and see what it looks like with that. So we'll be right back. Alright, boys and girls, there you go. One big block Chevrolet stuffed into a 67 Chevelle frame. It sure does look pretty. I'll tell you, the wiring looks really good. These wires on the back here are going to go into the firewall. It's all going to look good pretty when it's all completed. I'm going to stop this now. I'm going to show you the bottom of the chassis. So we'll stop you there. And then we will go to here. Because now the motor's not, or the engine's not glued in yet. So I got to kind of hold it. But as you can see, the chassis is totally complete underneath. Drive shaft is in, differential, wheelie bars. So yeah, this is a fun build, and it's going really quick too. And Mike, if you happen to be watching this, would you mind if I did a second model? Because it seems that this one here is going mighty quick. And I'm having fun doing this one because so far, knock on wood, there is no situations going on. So, with that being said, we'll be right back. Alright, boys and girls, this is going to be the reveal of the color that I have chosen for this model. It's a color that I used on one of my previous models. And I seem to like it, and it is one of my favorite colors. So, without further ado, let me lift this up and show you what we're looking at. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. So what we're looking at is MCW Plum Crazy. And this is the first coat with a wet sand of 12,000 and 15,000. And I'm getting ready to get this a second coat today. But I did wait almost 24 hours to do the wet sand. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good so far. So with all the chrome on there and all that stuff, it's going to look really good. Anyhow, with all of that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Gemini Scale Model Works out for now.